Good morning, folks. Welcome to this live stream today, Sunday morning on November 9th, 2025. Today, we're going to go over Pink Martini. These very popular Portland band and actually uh, international band. Hopefully, you all know Pink Martini. And we're going to go through a song called Sympathique. And if we have time, Amado Mio, this is from their first album, and called Sympathique. And these are kind of really beautiful songs that are often requested and or performed when people ask if do you know Pink Martini. These two songs are quite popular. I do perform these with a vocalist here in Portland. So I'm going to load up my lead sheet, which is also included here in the link in the description if you want to grab the lead sheets, and I'm going to walk through and I have not created a chord melody arrangement yet for this song, so I'm going to actually do it right now with you. So grab your guitar. This is a process kind of video lesson. I do these lessons pretty much exclusively on Patreon, but I will occasionally do them on YouTube. And today I'm doing it on YouTube. So if you're watching this on Patreon, please do type in the chat, click over to YouTube. So you can type in the chat on the YouTube browser. Let's go ahead and get started on this. I do have 2 gigs today, so I'm going to try to see what we can accomplish right now. So let's get started. I've got the sound slice loaded up here. This is how I like to work. I like to put everything in sound slice so I can sync up the recording. Push
Ma chambre a la forme d'une
I can kind of double check the phrasing, the timing, the notes, and then I can go ahead and arrange for chord melody or just create lead sheets. All my sound slice videos are on Patreon, by the way. If I love these sound slice videos that I make, they're great for practicing. It's kind of my favorite way to practice. So I hope you check them all out on Patreon. I'm just doing a little, oops, not sure what I did there, doing a little fixing here, getting the stems at the proper direction. Just a quick note, whenever the stems are above the B here, in the middle of the staff, the stem should be pointing down. And if they're below the B, they should be. So I'm just kind of fixing this here. I took the melody and I put it up an octave because I want to hear the chord melody with the melody up an octave. So that thing on the lead sheet, you'll see it written down an octave because most people don't want to play the melody up that high. But for chord melody, sometimes it's really nice to play the melody up higher on the guitar, and that's what I'm going to do for this arrangement. So I'll just kind of be talking about some of the techniques that I like to use. And we're going to start with this intro here. So again, grab your guitar, type in the chat so I know if you are enjoying these live streams directly to YouTube in particular. Again, I often do these directly on Patreon. I'm changing the direction here. So this is just the direction of the stems so that it's correct here. Let's see. Okay, here we go. We're going to get started here. So again, I just kind of played you the melody here. And then it goes to this note. So on this, we're in the key of F. I'm going to keep it really sparse and simple. On the F chord, I'm going to play this F right here. And this is an arrangement that I would say is done on the fly. I want to be able to do it and make it sound nice and pretty without doing too much work. I want to be able to do it on the fly, on the gig. So again, I'm just going to grab this F triad and then really super simple. We can also do the D minor 7 here. That's probably easiest. So again, I'm just showing you a couple options. We could do the C here. You could embellish it. Again, I'm showing you some options if you want to embellish around that first pickup note. Again, it's probably not what the singer would do, but this is an instrumental arrangement. And then I might play the melody here now. D minor 7 here, that's pretty easy. Or here. Okay, we all love this shape too. G minor 7. So I'm going to start writing this out again. I'm just kind of auditioning a couple things because, again, these on-the-fly arrangements, I don't want to spend too much time practicing it. I want to be able to do it on the gig, on the same day, if not like right now. So I'm just holding this one little shape here. This is an F triad, and the melody can all be extracted or added to that triad. Major 7, 6, and then I'm just going to hold that shape. So that's probably the easiest thing to do, hold that shape there. So again, that's an F shape. It just looks like that. And then you'd have a major 7, the 6, the 5th. I'm going to play this note here instead. And then I'm going to put this note, and that's a D minor 7. So again, I'm just going to bar that. And again, I'm going to just go through this process. So you have plenty of time to learn it here. I'm typing it in as I'm doing it. This is a D minor 7. And it's not going to be hard to play. Again, this should be done. If I wanted to make it harder, I might add a cliche, some more finger picking. Let's see, G minor. I'm going to change it here. I could do the shape. By the way, again, I put the melody up an octave just so I can use all these nice friendly inversions and group shapes. I'm going to use this G minor 7 here. Drop 2 voicing. We all learn these minor 7. Okay. And then C7, I can do it here. This was what I nicknamed the swing shape. This. So again, this is kind of up high here. You could do it. You could do it over here, but it'd be a little bit like this. It's a little bit harder to grab. And my goal is to make it easy, so I might do this. So let me write that in here. I'm just going to save this as I go along. I did put the video here. I'm going to show you one other option. I do like to try out a few options. I might do this. And that was pretty easy. So again, I might do that instead. And take it into consideration. Not everybody has a cutaway. And that, so I just changed my mind here on this. Again, I'm just kind of working through this quickly on the fly. Don't have an arrangement for the song, and it's a chord melody. I made a video before of me kind of doing this, but that was last year, and I don't remember when I did, or over a year ago. So I like this because this is a C-shaped triad that looks like this F shape here. So it's the same idea. It's a major triad, but we don't want a major 7 in this case like this. We don't want that B, we want B flat. So it's a dominant 7. So again, I'm holding this shape, and I would just say kind of let ring when you're doing these shapes here. And then this F major 7, I'm going to go over here. This is, again, drop 2 voicing, same as over here. Same sound. A little bit brighter because of the, treble strings here, the thinner strings in plain steel versus here. So that's the only difference. You can choose, again, the tone that you want. So I'm going to put that C. This is C triad, but it's going to be C7 in a second here. And then this F major 7, this is just the grid, so you can kind of make it quick and easy to learn. And there's your F major 7. So I might have now this beginning phrase. Then I'm going to go here. I'm just doing it rubato, freely. And the same, just this note, this is kind of the end of the phrase. You don't need to hit a chord there. You could go 6. You could go major 7 and then major 6. And then back to this pickup note, that C. I'm not going to give a chord to it. It's just a pickup note. But I do like the idea of putting a 6 chord here, so I'm going to do that. So I went major 7, major 6. And again, this is just all freely. So that's F6. I love major 7 to major 6. It's just one note changes, but that adds the inner voice leading. And then let's go back to the same thing again. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel or be too creative. We could do that later in a fancier arrangement if you want to spend hours learning an arrangement. Right? I don't want to do that. I don't do that so much anymore these days. As a working guitarist, you got to just be able to do this stuff on the fly. And then I'm going to go to, so same thing. It's just slightly different rhythm with the lyric here. And then this chord here is G6 or G. This is the 5th degree, and then this is E6. This is kind of what I'm thinking here. Does D here? I'm going to go. I'm going to play G6-9. And I'm going to do it without the root of the chord. A lot of these are just inversions. Then the G6. Oops, just changed it. And then G6-9. Let's see. I'm going to do this. This is kind of just some stock chord melody style like this. And then, actually, instead of that, I'm just going to do this. I'm just going to add my finger on here and just take that same G triad shape. So this is G6-9. I'll show you. Again, grab your guitar and learn this with me. You're going to be able to have this down in one sitting. Essentially, this is G. And then this is the flat 7. Kind of makes it dominant here. So let's see what it sounds like. Yeah, I would just hold that same shape. See how easy this is? This shape here. This got the triad, flat 7, got the 6, and 6-9. These are just good little hacks. And then D minor 7, G7, D. So 2-5-1 here. D minor 7, G9, C, C. So this is a D minor 9 here. And again, notice the shape I'm going to hold. Guitar players love this barring action. This, because that could be a major triad, that could be a minor, it could be dominant, just this shape depending on what we add to it. So in this case, I'm adding the 9, so it's D minor 9. I can make it more full by putting in the bass. And maybe I will here, maybe at this point of the cadence of that intro, it does sound nice to go, and then, hopefully you all know the song, and then maybe this augmented, and then the melody a tempo. Super catchy song. So let me try play through this and see if I want to do the bass note here or not. Let's just try to do this from here, like this. There it is. Just a plain old 9 sounds good. And then the 6-9. I went D minor 9, G9, C6-9. So there I did fill it out a little bit. I'm gonna do that. I just put in those D minor 9, put in the bass note essentially. So it's a little bit more work. You can definitely omit the bass notes. You can just do this totally easy without the bass note, but with the bass sounds like this. And I'm plucking it. You can strum it. Okay. So this is just a G9 here. By the way, if you enjoy these live streams, please let me know just by doing that, of course. That helps out with the algorithms on YouTube, and appreciate it. Yeah, type in the chat. I'm going to go back to the chat in a second as I'm just kind of cruising through this arrangement. So this is a C6-9. Nice resolve chord. This is a G9. Let's get these grids here. And I'll put this arrangement on Patreon later when it's completed. For Patreon members, they'll have access to this arrangement that I'm creating right now with you. This is an augmented dominant chord. And I'm just going to do this. I'm going to hold that. Just you can let that ring. So I'm going to actually, or just you can let it ring, or you can make it short. You can do whatever you want. So C plus 7. That's an augment. I'm going to put that 8 there. I get the bass note there. You can even, yeah. So you can do this. Just make it nice and exaggerated, and that's the intro here. I'm going to go into the synth mode here, not play the Pink Martini. So again, I want to hear what this sounds like, nice and simple. Lovely, easy. So now, let me go to the comments, see if anybody is watching this. Thank you for doing this, by the way. Any chatters this Sunday morning? Cheers. Thanks for joining me. That's okay. You don't have to be chatty. I'm just kind of going for it today, going through the process of creating a quick chord melody arrangement on the fly. I love to do this. It's just probably one of the most fun things to do as a jazz guitar player is just to look at a lead sheet and then, try to figure out how to create a nice playable chord melody that doesn't take too long to practice. Essentially, I always say the chord melody arrangement should be able to be done in one sitting. You should be able to have it learned, memorized for the most part. You can ad lib. But I personally don't want to spend too much time working out an arrangement like a classical piece or something like that. I just want to be able to do it on the fly. And, it does take having a good knowledge of chord voicings, learning some of the hacks, the tricks, arrangement ideas, and the theory of it to help you learn it quicker. But everybody's at a different place with the theory of it. So again, it's just nice to be able to demonstrate and talk about the process, and that's how you'll learn a lot of these tricks. So let's get back now. We're at the Pink Martini Day today, this popular song, Sympathique. Now we're going to do this main hook, the A section essentially, where it's in tempo, odd tempo, and then we're going to swing it. And the melody is this. What does it do here? And I just tabbed it all out here. I'm going to put this note here. I'm going to go way down there. So I'm just kind of fixing it. If you can grab the lead sheet, the link is in the description if you want to see the lead sheet. I did put it up in octaves specifically for this purpose of doing chord melody. So I can put the melody on the first and the second string. That's generally my go-to trick. So right now I'm actually thinking in my head, do I want the melody on the first string as written here, or the second string? I'm going to demonstrate. If I want it here, I'll put F major 7, D minor 7, G minor 9, C7. That's pretty friendly. So again, that's what the melody on the first string exclusively in this case. And the rhythm should be, but I want, you could take these liberties with the rhythm. Please do modify it, make it your own. However you hear it, that's going to sound best when you add your own touch and your own feel to it. This is, again, more of a template for you. So I'm going F major 7, D minor 7, G minor 9, this shape here, G minor, and then C7 like this. Now I'm going to go to the melody on the second string just to see how that feels and sounds. F major 7 here. This F major 7 is the same as this. Same voicing, different set of strings, different shape too, right? D minor 7 here, G minor 9 here, and C7 here with the flat 7 like a bar chord. I have to play it to see how it feels. I like that too. That's pretty nice. I'm going to opt for that instead of down here. I like that too. So they're kind of equal for me. But the difference is that is this position. it's a little bit, the frets are closer, it's a little bit easier to play. And on the C7, I can get this bass note nice and easy. So it's fuller sounding. So let me go ahead and just here on string. I can kind of just copy and paste it, but I'm just going to go through this with you. Again, this is the process for how to create a quick chord melody arrangement. You can add a lot of your own rhythm and stuff like that too, but I'm just keeping it very, very more as a template. I always say these arrangements are a nice template. This is F major 7. This is D minor 7, just naming it correctly here. This is going to be G minor 9. Again, my theory automatically kicks in. And I know, many of you are at different levels with theory. I do suggest that you learn how to read the notes, how to know that A is a 9 of G minor, B flat's a flat 7, this is the 3rd of F, this is the 5th of D minor. That's the essence of chord melody arranging. Otherwise, you're just going to be more like reading the tabs and arrangement and not really fully understanding what's going on. If we continue a little bit further here, this C is the 5th, this is the 3rd of the A7, this is the 9 of the D minor, this is the 5th. That will help me instantly be able to get the 5th, 3rd, 9th, 5th, without having to think too much. Because as you do these on Patreon, I'm always talking about 3rd on top, 5th on top, 7 on top. You learn these exercises, for the different chord qualities, and then some subs. It becomes so easy as far as like being able to see the melody note. Again, that's the theory of it, to be able to identify the note and how it relates to the chord that you're on for chord melody. And then you'll have the appropriate shape, and there's a couple options, again, depending on what string set you want to be on. But there's definitely this method that I share and teach on Patreon. So if you want to learn the method, hop on the Patreon and learn this. It's fun. So I'm going to go G minor 9, C7. I'm just doing a bar chord here. I'm omitting the 5th degree. It looks like I'm putting my finger down, but I'm not playing that. So it's actually this shape. This is G minor 9. And this is C7. There. So this looks funny. I'm just treating it like it's a bar chord, like this. So here's that little hook, and it's going to just repeat. So it's fun. Let's do that again. I'm going to just write it in. It looks like it's almost the same words. I can almost just copy and paste. Let's see if I can do that. A little bit lazy here. Yeah, look at that. Those were the same words. They're different words, so I'll just go ahead and write it down. And add the feel, of course. Like here, I put the melody note first, and then the chord on beat 3. I don't know if you caught that. I went like this: 1, 2, and 3, 4. So I did boom chuck. So again, I'm adding some little technique things thrown in, even though what I'm writing is kind of more the template, the shell for students to learn, and even for myself as I want to revisit some of my own arrangements. See that? Let's go on. Pretty fun, nice little tune here, really cute song. G minor 9. Type in the comments if you're a big Martini fan. C7. Now F major 7. I'm going to do the same shape. I'm just going to extend it. Before I demonstrated F6 9. I like that too, actually. So it's sometimes hard, but you got to just decide quickly what you want to do. But in this case, I'm demonstrating my process so I could try out a few different ideas. I would love for you to try out. So what I'm saying is, do I want to do F major 7 like this, the same shape, just barred across with a C on top? Or do I want to do F6 9? like a bossa nova style chord. It's really pretty. The 6/9. Django Reinhardt used it a lot as well, of course. What am I doing? Just auditioning and just see what I like. I'm going to do that same shape, just the F major 7, just because we already did it twice. Do it one more time, you know. So here's the F major 7. I'm going to type in, I'm going to look in the comments in a second. So please, if you enjoy these, type in the comments. Let me know where you are, who you are, where you're at, all that stuff. And I'm going to do, I'm going to put that open A here. I want a little bit bigger. I'm going to put a flat 9. This is a diminished sub. Hope you can recognize it. I'm doing diminished substitution here on this 5 chord that's pulling us to the D minor. That's a relative minor. Just like you're playing the song All of Me. It's that second chord of All of Me. You know, right there. So it's just in the key of F. This is the 5, the 6, and then to the 6. And this is a D minor 9. So I'm going to recognize that shape and that melody. What I'm thinking is, do I want it full? Do I want to put the bass note on there? Or do I just want to do the partial 4-note voicing? I'm going to play it and see. I want the bass in there. It's not, whenever you have this shape, it's not hard to just bar across and add the 6th string on. So I'm just putting one more note. So that's a D minor 9. And again, you see these grids. This finished arrangement will be on a Patreon. I'll probably just clean it up and get it on there tomorrow. And I'm going to change the rhythm a little bit here. I'm making it so quarter notes here. There. So I'm just doing this. And that's B minor 7. Notice the shape again. This is the shape. Like one shape on the guitar. Come on, it's just like the bar. It's the easiest thing to do, just bar across. But it's so versatile. So you really want to use major shape quite a bit. If I wanted to fancy it up, I'd add a 9 on. Or minor major 7. You know, you can always add stuff. And then majors. And then C7. And then F6. There's our phrase there, you know. And I went to F major 7. And let's see, what did I do? I don't think I put a chord to this G note here. I went like this. Yeah, just a pickup note. And you can put it right on the beat. You could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And I'm actually going to do a sub here for C7. I'm just going to play E half diminished and then F6. So it creates a C9. I can't even do a diminished sub. That's darker. And then the F6. I think I want just half diminished. Not as dark, especially on the major chord. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. I'm going to put B flat minor 6 here. And yes, I had a lot of caffeine this morning. I'm going to change this rhythm here. But I also have 2 gigs today, so I'm cruising through this. I can go through this process with you guys here. And here's the same major 7 shape we just did quite a bit here. It's kind of the go-to shape. I'm going to put the melody notes here on this string. Okay. Ta-da. And that's there. That's E half diminished, aka rootless C9. So let's see. Save this here. And I could just put C9. Hopefully y'all know that trick there, that it's E half diminished without the root. I'm not going to wrap my thumb around this, little bit too much work, so I'll just do this. Mi, re, do. Mi, re, do. 3, 2, 1, right in the melody. It's a nice little trick to get down there. I'll show it with a diminished, just so you can hear the flat 9. It's darker. And I didn't want it that dark for this part of it here. So, and this is just a plain F6. Just F6. And then the C7. Mi, re, do. And then a C7. It could be augmented there. This no chord, or just kind of hit the chord, and then we're back to that B section, which is actually the intro, but we're in time, so odd tempo here. So I might just bypass that, and again, it's pretty much the same stuff. I'll play through it in a second. I'm going to put an augmented chord here, just as a turnaround to pull us back to that top. Give me a chance. Comments here. This is C7 sharp 5. You call it a flat 13 if you want. I'll call it a sharp 5 for now. Actually, fix this so it looks like a C minor. Okay, cool. I'll change it to G sharp, so it's a C7 sharp 5. And then I'm just going to go back to same stuff we did earlier. And again, I'll go ahead and fill it in when I have more time tomorrow morning. And then C7, I think we did this. That's pretty. And then same thing. If you caught the beginning part, and then G6, D minor, pretty easy, right? We got it. And then C6/9, augmented, right? We already did all this. I love, I often say, when a song is AABA song form, once you learn that A section, you have 75% of the song. And this is all about doing quick and easy arrangement. So that's great for memorizing. And then back to this. Super fun to actually play, right? Mi, re, do. There we go. Is that the whole song? No, they have another little section here. And I'll again go back to this right now, but just to save time, I'm going to go on and finish this arrangement. They do a tango thing. Da, 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 or da, 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 da. You could do a bolero too. Da, 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 if you want to. But let me just take a break and have a cup of coffee and see who's watching this live stream with me. Thanks. If you are watching it, type in the chat. And don't forget to do this. Hey, Aaron, wow, you're consistent, man. Thank you. Good morning. I know I'm not doing the class today. I'm doing this instead, but I have 2 gigs today. So just trying to get some teaching in. And again, for those who have not joined me on Patreon, please do. I've got over 6,000 posts and lessons, new lessons posted every day. I've been posting every day for over 3 years, every day, 4 years now, every day on Patreon. New stuff to stay inspired for you and for me. So please join me on Patreon, my online music community. There's a free tier level, and then of course the paid tier levels, even the diamond tier level. There's a couple openings for online private lessons with me. That includes a 30-minute monthly lesson where I can help you focus on what you want to learn, what you need help on maybe, and how to navigate my Patreon so you can make the best use of it. Because I have lessons from bossa nova, gypsy jazz, swing, music theory, tons of stuff. It's really just a great community for me and for you, for me to stay inspired and to keep doing this so I don't lose my game and the edge and get too lazy about practicing. So that's what we're here for, is to learn and to improve. Enough shop talk and pep talk. Let's get back to completing this arrangement here. So back to the arrangement here. Obviously, I can demonstrate that tango feel. Or maybe this. I kind of like this. Da, 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 da. So it could be kind of a Latin feel. You call it tango, you call it bolero. No one's gonna judge you on that. But I'm gonna kind of give it this straight feel and not swung. Essentially, is what I'm saying. Latin is straight. Da, 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 da. That's some kind of a bolero. Or da, 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 da. You can even maybe go bossa nova. That sounds cool. A little backbeat. Let's see. There. It's really easy, right? So I got the third on top and the fifth on top. This is a minor 4 chord. If you're wondering, why does that sound like it? They go to the minor 4. Very, very pretty, very beautiful. So that's your minor 4 here. And again, this, if anything, today's lesson, in many of my lessons, you'll know like, oh, wow, this, I got to get this bar across. This is minor 7, could be major 7, could be dominant 7. You know, it's so versatile, this shape. This is chord melody mating, essentially, is what I'm showing. Just some quick hacks. And that's all I'm going to write, just that. But to demonstrate, you can create voice leading. And then maybe. But they're not doing that on the recording. It's just really simple. And I do like the 6/9. I kind of a little bossa nova, kind of very do that 6/9. So I would B flat minor 7 here, and then F 6/9. I'm just gonna do one more quick demo on this chord. Maybe the proper inversions: B flat minor 6, F major 7. That's really pretty. If I had a bass player going, then I might go. These are really pretty chords, but you see it's a little bit more work. This is a lot easier. Do this. And I'm just going to repeat that. So again, I just want to always demonstrate a few options that you can do. F6. Alrighty. So we have this. Now E7 magnifique, E7, or do I want to diminish it for the effect of the flat 9? Too dark, too dark. This is a little bit more playful. I want the E7, just plain old E7. That sounds nice. And yeah, I did thump out that low bass note because we can. So let's do that there, that E7. And this is just a shape, you know, it's the same melody note. So I wouldn't change the melody note. If anything, I might try to add a chord in, like B minor 7 flat, B minor 7 to E7 there. But I'm just gonna, this is an easy arrangement on the fly. We want to be able to do this on the fly. So A minor, I might go, you know, again, add that chord, that voice leading, the chromatic, but I'm not going to. In the quick and easy arrangement. So E7, super easy. And notice the shape again. I'm just demonstrating this bar shape. This is A minor 7. This is a nice, simple arrangement. You can learn it one sitting. Let's see. G minor, you got it. We're going to use that 9, the minor 7, right there, G minor 9. And hopefully you recognize that the A note is the 9th degree. So we have this. And then C7. I'm going to go to C7 here. And then augment it. So for that, I did the same trick. C7, I'm playing E half diminished. So I went from G minor. And then C7 proper with a sharp 5, that is. So this is C9. And I'm going to, oh, and I played this note here. I got to change the string. And then I played this G here. Now I could play the G here. I could go do this. And then sharp 5. But I chose to do it over here just to show you options. And then back here. Q. super easy. That's a fun little hook to play, actually. You're going to hopefully have fun with playing that. And again, I'll put the finished arrangement on Patreon. Obviously, I'm just kind of quickly going through the how to do this on the fly. And I'm going to go G7 sharp 5. I think I might put that on B3 though. I might go 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm just auditioning how it sounds. 2, 3, 4. So this is gonna be a half note, not dotted, just 2 beats, and then I'm gonna put the C7 augmented right here. So let's go and put C7 sharp 5. I'm going to check the comments. Please type in the comments. I love seeing who's watching these and enjoying these live streams. And especially from Patreon members like Aaron. Thanks for joining. And then I'm going to put a rest here. And then F major 7. We already did this. We did this earlier. Look at this. I could just copy and paste. They might even be the same lyric. I don't speak French, so I have to double check on that there. Let's see, what did we do? Yeah. Let's see. Is that the same word too? Anyways, same stuff. I'm not going to do it right now. I'll just do it and fill it in later. Same stuff. Yeah, that's again that one section. B flat minor 6. Isn't that nice? I think that's going to be it for today. You can see who's enjoying these live streams. Not a big crowd today, a Sunday morning, but thank you so much. Cheers for watching this. There's another song that I had put a bonus video lesson on by Pink Martini called Amado Mio, a really lovely song. Amado Mio, love me forever. I'm going to probably do that one next, either on live on YouTube or just directly to Patreon and go through the whole arrangement. So it's all finished up too. So again, thank you so much for tuning in today. Get the finished arrangement. It'll be on Patreon tomorrow. The sound slice along with the PDF of the song. And hopefully you got some ideas out of this on how to create a nice quick chord melody arrangement. And we'll see you all next time. Appreciate it. Cheers. Have a good day.